My name is Nadav Harper, and I am from Indianapolis, Indiana, born and raised. I went to college in WashU in St. Louis, and my freshman year, my dad got healed from this really crazy illness. It was misdiagnosed as MS, and he was like, you know what, this is from Hashem, so he became more from. And then we would always have debates, right, like over FaceTime or when I would go home to visit. And I was always playing devil's advocate, right, being like, oh, well, that's dumb, why do you do this? Okay, that's dumb, like, none of this makes sense, right? And then he would always be very relaxed, very like, listen, you don't have to do whatever I'm doing, but here's what I do, and this is why I find it meaningful. And after those conversations, I would leave the conversation thinking, oh, well, I guess he's got a point there, even though I was playing devil's advocate the whole time, right? It was also really the Hillel and Chabad communities on my campus that were really just so full of love for everyone. I think that one big change in my life was my junior year of college. That's when the shooting in the Pittsburgh synagogue happened, the shooting in the Chabad house in Poway near San Diego. And it was really just a moment where I was waking up to anti-Semitism in America. I was feeling a lot of anger and resentment, and I was looking for a productive, healthy way to channel that energy. And so I was looking a lot on the internet, trying to figure out what's a productive way to, just looking through the current events, trying to figure out a healthy outlet for it. And I stumbled upon an article in the New York Times. It was an opinion piece by the Chabad rabbi of the Chabad house near San Diego that was attacked by the terrorist. And what he said, to this effect, he said in the article, listen, I don't know why Hashem allowed this terrible thing to happen to me, why Hashem let my finger be shot off by this terrorist, why Hashem let this terrorist murder one of my congregants in front of my family, my grandchildren. But what I do know is that I'm going to be even more brazen, even more loud and proud about my Judaism, about my Yiddishkeit from now on. And I thought to myself, if this old man, and he's gone through everything, if he has the courage to go out in public and be more loud and proud about his Judaism, me? Oh my gosh, I have no excuse. I'm young and I've gone through nothing. What excuse do I have? I have every reason to be more loud and proud about my Judaism. And that's where I started putting on tefillin every single day. And from there I started doing shacharit every day. And eventually from there it built out. I started keeping Shabbos, wearing a kippah, and then doing mincha, and then doing mariv, davening 3 times a day, then tzitzit. And I figure, you know what, I'm not getting any younger. It's easier to go to yeshiva when you're younger than when you're older. So I figure, you know what, if I'm trying to be a good Torah-observant husband, father, community member, leader, follower, because that's important too. I need to make sure that I know what I'm doing and that I do a really good job. So this is my time to get a formal education. I was introduced to Ohr Somayach by my friend Ben Ushman. It was, around a year ago that he and I came here on a JNF alternative winter break trip, and he had been studying here 2 years ago. So we came for a weekend, and I loved the learning, I loved the community, and I said, you know what, I want to come back here someday, right? I want to come back to this yeshiva. And then it was coronavirus, and I lost my job, and I said, you know what, it's time to go to yeshiva, it's time to do something else. It's been awesome, learning with my chavruta, Rabbi Greenblatt, Rabbi Becker, and emailing with Rabbi Breitowitz. It's been this opportunity to really get into the nitty-gritty of what our heritage is. I think that this program, JPro, it did a lot to make sure that I'm able to still put down that I have work on my resume, still make sure that I'm building my qualifications in a career-wise way while learning Torah, while developing myself as a Jew to improve my life and the lives of those around me.